Merry Christmas, folks. Back with another holiday music reaction. And we're back with one that, as far as I know, I'd never heard before. Though it is possible, which is to say, when I visited my parents recently, I was going through their holiday CD collection, and one that stuck out to me is a Christmas CD called Silent Night Songs for Christmas by Mahalia Jackson. A name I feel like maybe I've seen or read somewhere before, but as far as I know, I haven't heard her music. And even though this comes from my parents' holiday album collection, many installments or many records or CDs from which I heard growing up, I don't ever remember this one playing in the holidays of my youth, so I don't think I've heard this. Nevertheless, Mahalia Jackson Silent Night 1962, and I don't really know what to expect sonically. I would think maybe somewhere in the gospel soul direction, but that is largely a guess. We're going to hear her performance of O Little Town of Bethlehem, a very tender carol. It often makes me think of The Night Before Christmas, which might be partly based on the narrative that is referenced by the title and the idea of a family seeking shelter on what would become Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, the child being born, and so on. Nevertheless, I have heard some different people perform this one. I think Johnny Mathis does a great version of it, so maybe sometime in the future I'll listen to that. But let's hear Mahalia Jackson perform O Little Town of Bethlehem on her 1962 album Silent Night.
Oh, Bethlehem, how still we see thee lie above the deep and dreamless sleep. The silent stars go by, yet in the dark street shineth the everlasting light. The hope and fears of all the years are met in thee tonight. For Christ is born of Mary, and gather all above, while mortal sleep, the angels keep their watch, a wandering love. Oh, morning stars together proclaim the holy word. And praising to God our King.
definitely has an instrument for a voice. You could imagine on a more energetic tune that she could just let it fly and belt like the Dickens. Nevertheless, I like how her performance does go bigger and more powerful, but then softer, or at least more reserved and just sort of sticking to the vibratos. So definitely a performance with a bit of range, and you can tell the power of her voice. It's weird, like there was piano there, but it was just these little flourishes, just little touches. I wouldn't even call it accompaniment. I'd call it like ornamentation, like just putting a little bit of decoration on some of the moments. But it really was her voice and the backing vocals. Definitely a bit of a gospel, spiritual type of feel to the delivery, not just her lead vocals, but the backing vocals too. Definitely curious to hear more from this album, and yes, ultimately, not even so much about the power or the range, just the vocal quality of her delivery I found very compelling. So yeah, that was fun. I enjoyed it. I'll try to do maybe at least one more from this album this time around, and more the next time we come around for subsequent holidays. So yeah, let me know what you think of this performance. Happy holidays, and I will see you next time. Peace.